Hey guys, Scott from Realistic Outdoors. I don't know about you, but if you've ever been interested in making your own net like I was, stay tuned for this short session on how I did it and the failures that came with it. Hopefully it'll save you some time. Stay tuned. As well as this short video, I'm going to leave a link below to the detailed how to build this net step by step. Everything that I learned and everything that I will never do again. Follow along on the next video if you enjoyed this. Thank you. Good morning, Scott from Realistic Outdoors. In the shop today as the weather starts to get cold. I like to build some stuff. This last spring or fall season, I realized that I have a fishing net that's kind of getting old, and it's a little bit too small for some of the places I've been going. And my big net is way too big to pack around on my back with some waders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I make a fishing net. And this is my first time. I don't have a lot of tools. I've got a bandsaw and a planer. So, and a sander. So that's pretty much all I'll be using. I may use a jigsaw for some stuff. So just a bare minimum. And probably you could do all of this with just a jigsaw and a hand planer. A table saw would be preferable. And I borrowed a friend's to cut some strips. So we'll get started. I will show you step by step and as quick as I can in a very short video on how to make a net. Stay with me. Thanks.
Oh, the first thing you're going to want to do is measure out your form, pick the shape that you want. I used a flexible fabric tape to make sure that I was using the exact measurements when I drew this out. Once I had it drawn out, I traced it onto a piece of wood and then I cut it out. Sanded it up, cleaned it up, cut the inside out, and then I traced it onto another sheet and made an exact replica. And then once I glued and screwed them together, I put them back onto the sander and made sure that I cleaned them up so that they were identical. Nice and smooth edges. The sides have to be really nice and smooth for pressing against. Once that was all done and dried, I put those two pieces together, which were 3/4 inch each, put them on a backing board. So then you have something to bend your wood around and move the jig around, and it's a lot easier than knocking all your jigs off or all your clamps off. Once I was done that, I just ripped some strips and then I put them through the planer and made them the thickness I wanted, which was 1/8. Then I soaked them for 30 hours. Then I put them in the steamer for 15 minutes at 210 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I bent them around nice and slowly but quickly because you didn't want them to cool off too fast. Once I had it all clamped up, I let it dry for 2 days. Then I glued up both sides of the strips and then put them onto the jig that I taped off really, really well so that if anything did leak out, it wasn't going to stick to my mold. I also put some wax on the side of the mold too, just as an extra precaution, but probably wasn't that necessary. Soap or wax on your backer board is also super helpful for prying your mold off or your net off of the jig. Then I sanded it up. Then I used my biscuit joiner to cut the notch in the net, which was a little off center here, sorry. Then I used 2-part epoxy for painting, and then all I did was drill out the holes and then sew it all up. And that's it.
You will learn a lot and hopefully it helps you out a little bit. Anyway, that is my first one and I will be making more now that I have my jig. And my next project, I'm making a way better thickness sander. You've seen one in my video. I'm making a way nicer one. So stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. I'm Scott from Realistic Outdoors.